Alright, g'day everyone. G'day all. Thanks for coming in and having a watch and everything like that. So this is the map. This is where it is at its current state. It's maybe different to when it gets to you guys, depending on what it fails on at Giants. Couple of tweaks of what we wanted to do straight after the last 20 minutes of uploading it for the first time. But if I got to do an update, those tweaks will be done. So it's a never-ending project. It's just constant. But so this is the map. This is how we're going. So far, let's have a quick little look around for you guys who haven't seen. So this is the map zoomed out. You start off owning 7, 12, 11, 14. You know, these fields in here, which is pretty much what was originally owned on the farm. The other bigger fields here were owned, but I think that's just a bit too much. So, this little square here. But I've bought a couple extra fields. This is going to be a bit of a let's play. I'm using the starting equipment. We're going to see, there's no cheats, basically. I've planted these fields, so we only own the little ones around the house. It's field 16, I've got a grass in it. So hit grass, it's there. And then 28's obviously a barley. We've got to do some ploughing. 15 needs lime after its harvest. So what we're going to do today is plant field 23. We've got to lime everything. I want to do all that. We could obviously harvest 28 or 15. And I'm thinking I might spray fertiliser over it all to get my fertiliser states up. So because it all needs lime. So with these the three fields near the sheds here, we're going to get the fertiliser state set up on them, and then we might lime it. So that's a plan. But so far we're just going to plant this in with soybeans. Make sure I have everything still set right. Okay, that will still work. So we'll run them for a bit. So back on YouTube. So lots of other people can watch it afterwards. I have been doing quite a bit streaming on Twitch, so I've got 2 plays at the moment. Let's spin this around. Hey Nathan, how you going, mate? That one. Yes, see how we go crashing. Hey Ali V. You can tell I'm solely distracted, got 3 things going at once at the moment. Typical tractor driving, getting the tractor and it just concentrate on everything else going around me. Alright, all good Nathan, how are you? I'm pretty sweet. I'm happy I got the map. It's uploaded for trial 1, so I got a very high feeling that I'm gonna fail. Yeah, I think I'm going to come back. I don't know what we're going to come back with, but I've got a pretty good chance that we're going to fail giants testing. I think it'll be a texture issue. I'm not sure. It's just I've got like lots on it. Steering wheel. So how's everyone else been up to? We got a good luck. Yeah, that's about what we need. We can turn. Hold on, this one. Turn those ones off. Found the keyboard. It's dangerous with cruise control. It just keeps driving. It's been pretty good. So I just got into like planting. I thought I'd plant some of the fields to get it all done because, like I said, I'm not going to be not cheating or spawning fields. I'm going to give it a good go on this save. On my Twitch Let's Play, well, basically it's this week. I might as well be playing the game. There's nothing else I can do. That's got full of mods, cheat lot, all the clash, you know, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, every texture has mini maps and stuff. Yeah, I've made sure of that. DTX 5. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. Just a bit of a gut feeling. I'd never done it before, so we'll see how we go. But I'm pretty good. I was pretty happy I managed to work out why that BGA didn't work. Every time I play the wheel, I've like got to control my accelerator, and it's just annoying. It's when I really want to hand throttle. So these are some of the smallest fields on the map, but you still get over it. Yeah, I don't know. There's no floating objects, so that's anything to go by. But we'll just see how we go. Probably comes back saying too many trees. Shouldn't say too many gates. I've only got 42 or something, 41. You never know what they come back with, Nathan? Back on YouTube, it just feels weird. It's just been like lacking everything from me for ages. All a part of learning, yeah, it is. It's been a while since I've been here. I've been, yeah, like I said, just the last month being on holidays for 3 weeks of it. Then I needed a break, so we went on for a bit of a drive. Drove across the country, did the whole trip across the other side of Australia. I'm not, and then yeah, and then it's just been literally just smashing, trying to get this map done. Interesting soundtrack, yeah. Absolutely nothing to do with farming. Is everything alright? Like, cause yeah, it's been a while since I've been on here. I gotta fertilise it. If I fertilise it now, then I should be able to get away with putting a lime over it. Then I should fertilise it, but get away with fertilising it again. We've only got these 3 fields and the one over the road to do out the front, so. And I'm going to do a run to the shop to grab some lime, because I've got a feeling I'm going to run out of lime. What's our rate set to? Yeah, no, that's no good. 300, we want good, it's my farm. Bring that down. Which one do we got? We got. Hey Martin, you made it to YouTube. I haven't got everything set up correctly. You just want to watch me come over and crash like that. I'll tell you the issue is I'm in the wrong view, see? Look, we need to be over here. This is how we get it. Okay. Obviously horsepower's not working. Whoop, too much. There we go. Now we get it right. Here you go. See how we go. Set the speeds right. Now I can watch the view. This is why you do these two fields at once, so the bigger sprayer gets over it. Oh. Hold on. What happened there? Sprayer's too big. Nah, it's only 36 meters. Yeah, they really don't have one in the middle. You can't get really a 15 meter sprayer. It's like that smaller 8 meter or one. Which way are we going? The worst bit about this spray is, I like it because it's a hardy, but the A-frame turns, like the drawbar moves there, and that is just, it interferes with everything, and it's so annoying. Hey Captain Simulation. How you going, mate? Spray too big, says no one ever. Map looks good. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's been uploaded, so yeah, ours don't. Yeah, that pivot thing is the worst bit about it. Like, look, who would like? It's just annoying. It doesn't swing around like you normally could flick the boom around quite well. Yeah, gold acres don't do it. Yeah, I was gonna say the ones I want to have don't. Or I don't have one. I've got an SP, but the ones I've seen don't have it. It's just a strange thing. Don't know why you would, but yeah, it's very short. That's as well. Like normally you have quite a long A-frame or drawbar, so you can pull the tractor around a lot more, so you don't get as close to the end. See that? We've got to go backwards this way. The first lap's always the hardest. Come on, that way. And it's slow. Why aren't we doing 20Ks? My next project, I think I want to build a spray. I want to build a couple of different sizes, but I want to get the 150 foot, so the 48 meter one. And I also want to do, I've gone too close again. I've seen that. See, like, why would that drawbar move? Still can't judge the distance. There you go. Go. Your dad doesn't let you do the spray? Oh, that's alright. Trust me, you don't want to, because once I get into it, you don't get out. Like, I've counted too many hours in the SP I've done. And I've only been doing it for, I haven't been spraying that long. Should actually be watching what I'm doing. It's loading. It's cool. See, once you got over your workings, it's actually not that bad to control it, because you know you get the workings there. Yeah, our rate's still the same. It's good. So you know now that if you go over your wheel tracks, you're going to hit the edge. $3,000 acres. That's not bad though. Like, you work it out how many times you got to go over every field. You know, like in real life, you're doing it before planting, or if any range over the summer, you're normally doing it then as well. So there's 2 sprays, at least once to twice. I've been up to 3 times over during a cropping year, and then you could always end up doing another one if you had a disease break or something like that. So you can have 4 times over the program during, and depending on how the weeds handles, but it's normally about 3. And then you could have a crop topping desiccation spray as well. So in a 12-month period, you can be 7 times over the property. It's like, yeah, you do a lot more spraying than you realise. Section control, yeah. That's one of the must-haves that came in from FS17. I remember when it came out, auto control, it was just awesome. You didn't have to worry about adjusting your rate, because you just knew it was switching off and saving the literage. But this is like, come on, at least 15. Once you got out of your first lap, it's easy. I think we should go and do the other field first, then we come back and do that little one I just planted. So I'm going to do, my plan is tonight, get in the truck, we're going to go and drive and pick up some lime. I'm going to tip that in the corner of the paddock there, get the loader and load it into the spreader, like real life, because you don't drive the spreader all the way down to the, you don't drive that 300 k's to get a trailer load of lime. You know you're going to go through like 60 tonne of lime, or 30,000 litres. You're not going through 4. So I'll show you where the lime fill point is. We'll take it down to the cell yard, showing where some of the cell points are. For those that haven't watched it on my YouTube, watch it on Twitch, because I do stream over there. Pretty sure I put the link in the description. I might not have, because I might have forgotten to do that. I know I did my Giants link. So in the whole time of everything, I've actually been affiliated with Giants now. So when you guys buy the next game or a DLC, please just use my link, because then you get to pay for, it's the same price I think, but at least I get a little bit out of it to help me go further on with streaming and stuff like that, and make it interesting, make it worthwhile. Used to chase a bin for lime. Says whoever. This is gonna be like, let's try and do it realistic. Twinch slick not there. Ah, it's no good. I forgot to do that one. Whoops. pretty simple, just search for Aussie Farmer on Twitch, you'll find it. You gotta fold back here so you don't get tangled up with the power lines. You gotta watch that. I normally spin around this way, because then I know I'm not gonna get the power lines. In real life event. Bring that boom down, we don't need it up that high. We'll go the other way around the field now. See if we get any better at it. Too close, too close, too close. Come on. Lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it. No. Saw that happening. I was trying to miss the gate. So the trick here is, let's go back to cab. Let's watch what we're doing. So my real life trick for cab view, guys, is so when you know this, you're going along the edge of the field there. It's about where the boom looks like it is. We pick along the front here so you can see just about the bracket for the mirror. It's about the edge there, or in front of the mirror there, on the rear view mirror. You ping that point, or probably top of the heater gauge somewhere there, and you put that point on the edge of the field. So that's how you can keep a straight line off your previous working from in cab, is you actually don't watch what you're doing. You just keep your face forward, because in real life what happens is when you turn to say look at the machine like that, you can't argue it. Some people, the only way you do it is compensating turning the wheel backwards, because what happens is your arm length, as you turn, you twist your body, you twist the steering wheel. It's just what happens. And there's me not watching what's happening. So that's where looking forward and picking a point forward on the tractor or forward on the machine gives you the, so you don't not looking backwards and turning the wheel all the time. Nope. Wrong way. This way. I've got everything backwards. Come on. It's only really a cab view thing, so it's a real life effort sort of tip, but turn that off so we stop wasting the spray, because I don't think it does anything because you're already over, but there we go. Back that way. That's the angle I want. Stop crouching on the edge. Concentrate. Trying to get my positioning right. I put the planter around perfectly yesterday. Today it's just not got it right. Can't judge the distance there. I'm too close again. It really does only need to be like a... Oh, well, now we get it. Now we get it scoofed. This is the horsepower trick, isn't it? Captain crashing. Can we blame the wheel yet? Or is that just like been used before? The whole folded up to get out of the situation. I'm trying to get it like close to the power pole. We got to practice our judging distance thing. Lock it around. Whoop. Maybe if we zoom out, we might get a bit more accurate. Oh, it's getting the time at night. can always blame the wheel. Go back to keyboard, I'm a little bit smoother. It's so annoying because the wheel's nothing like real life. Like, you got probably about 4 degrees worth of movement on and off your dead zone on the wheel. And that is normally like, say, the first 100 degrees of movement, just like this whole little movement here is about the first 100 degrees in real life, where you can sit there and control your steering. Evening, Milton. How you going, mate? We're back on YouTube for a change. And crashing away. Got the wheel out again, got the side panel happening, and then crash. So yeah, it's so touchy because you just really like got to be slow. So all I did to compensate that is being computer, so it's easy. I threw my steering rotation. It's down like 400 or 410 degrees or something. So it's like literally one turn does it. So I don't even have to sit there and spin the wheel lots. In trucking, I do it because you ETS and ATS, you can change your linear pattern and make it off center, and that helps a lot. But on FS, it's literally like that's full lock. I only have to turn the wheel a little bit. Except it ain't a car. I was talking about hydraulic steering, not a car. Get the orbital steering box out, then just make that move the trigger wheel. See how we go. Now that's thinking. Imagine setting that up, having your racing wheel, but having it, or like your cab, you know, make your console so you're sitting in your little racing box, but actually put like a wheel in there, then have the rack and pinion set up to turn the wheel, turn the steering wheel. So then you can do all your power steering efforts and everything to turn, like instead of turning a wheel, it's turning your electronic steering wheel. So bring the whole like center console, like, or not console, the whole steering column and everything out and put that into your steering rack, just to be able to have a better steering control. Yeah, but do you know what you mean, Martin? Can't say you've driven a tractor before. See, I could do hydraulic steering upgrade, pretty much like you do on a tractor, but you wouldn't want to listen to a little motor running in the background, keeping the hydraulic pressure up. See, even seated around the power line, perfect control. Yeah, finally caught one of my streams. I've done like not that many streams. And this one's a bit later than normal as well. It's just, yeah, I was so busy. I had a few little tweaks. I remember playing away last night and going, oh, I forgot a gate. So did a last few tweaks. And then, yeah, submitted, had to get all the everything set up. So now the map's submitted to Giants. So we got to do the whole wait for hours pending. Oh, we're going to run out of fertiliser. This is not exactly... Hey mate, Mr. Skies, how you going? Tractor deer, see? Yeah, well, you can get it's all your linear change. So it's actually not a, you know, well, the way the electronic steering wheels and everything is set up now is actually basically for race cars. You don't, you know, your whole just turn left, turn right. You only turn like 90 degrees of the wheel. Where tractors, you got your hydraulic orbital steering and stuff that moves your ram, so you can adjust everything. So it's, but there can be such a delay, and you really get nuts. You don't get the feedback like you do on a car steering wheel, because the hydraulic can take quite a bit out. And then, yeah, car steering, well, there's so many options. You could have in typical rack and pinion, or you could have a steering box, or you power steering, no power steering. You can even have electronic assisted. Cars, I think, it has to have a mechanical driven. So all your power steering or your electronic assisted and stuff, if that fails, you still have steering control. So that's still directly connected through gears and linkages, no matter which way you go about it. Where ag gear or farming tractors, they just go to a hydraulic hose and they can run it to wherever they want. So there's, with the cars, it's got to be directly linked. So if anything happens to hydraulic leaks and all that sort of stuff, you've got to still have control on a car because of a speed thing. Where tractors, we go slow, so they obviously seem to let us go with it. It's like a big SP boom spray. When that's loaded, that's like near 30 ton of, it don't stop, okay? All hydraulically lines driven, steering, everything like that. So you have a hydraulic hose go, it just, you stop all your momentum. You can even start a fire from it. The best ones that normally engages the park brake when the hydraulic oil disappears. So you skid pretty quickly, but the other bit of it is you go and hit the brakes, so you want to stop, and the brake pads are probably no different to your four-wheel drive. Yeah, you need to be planning like ages in front. You can like, say this field here, getting to the end at my 30 k's an hour, going in the way I am, I would be deaccelerating with the engine braking and hydrostatic deacceleration about now. Not in the game here, like you can go all the way to the end and just tap the brake. Or a car, I wouldn't even wait till almost near the tree. It's like, yeah. So it's the delay of actually being able to stop, because brake pads are just not worth it. And then it's so funny because I'm used to that deacceleration and control, because that's just the way it is. Then you turn around and you go into your car, or you're driving down the road and you have traffic, or say an animal runs out in front of you and you don't want to hit it, so you go to stop or slam on because you're missing a corner, and it don't stop. I've done like in the boom gone wee all the way too far, and there's me backing up the road. And the tractors, like especially your gear tractors, especially because you can be towing quite a bit, and that gives you a lot of momentum. Even though you're doing 40, it pushes you for ages. You pretty much got to go up to the next corner and do a lap around the block and go back. There's no point in trying to, you miss a corner, you miss a corner for a long way. It's just, the whole forward thinking bit. And then, get into FS where I don't forward think, because it's farming simulator, it's a game. I can bounce it off trees and not hurt the tractor, so. But in saying that, then I'm not judging and forward thinking enough to worry about it. Especially dry walls on the fields, Yeah, they're good fun. Infield work, stops you quickly. It's like when you're doing subsoiling and stuff like that. It's, the game, you can still do 8 k's an hour or whatever it is for it. Where I know in my subsoiler, you're pretty much banned for going over 2.5 k's an hour, 3 k's an hour. You hit something under the ground or anything, it stops you like instantly. Like out of the seat stops you. And then also what happens is subsoiling is if you go too quick, it can lift a lot of the acidic soil. That's why ploughing's not big in my area and stuff like that, because we have our deep soils are quite acidic, and so you end up with pretty much. The reason why we lime is to lower that pH. If you do subsoiling quickly or ploughing, especially like moldboard ploughing stuff, you bring in a lot of that high acidic and high pH soil to the surface, and it's too toxic for the crop wheat to grow. So then you pretty much got to smash like heaps of lime on it again and mix it up to try and get a crop. You can destroy a crop for ages. Lol. What's the time? It's 19. We got the real tiny paddock. Yeah, see, tractors and stuff like that, when a line goes and everything, it just It's just sort of the forgotten thing where a car worries about it. But yeah, we put a flashing light on it, it's all good. We're gonna get the cab view. Quite clever. No, not really. Just know a thing or two. Yeah. It's all experiences, Martin. You probably know just about as much as from accidents and how they happen from just your job. It doesn't take too long to learn it, really. Fertilizer. 650 litres should be enough. I reckon we'd get 2 laps. Try and get this before the sun goes down. So some of the other tricks is actually use the cruise control in game. Yeah, set it to only doing a couple. And I can't make the first corner. Come on. Yeah, so if we actually set it down to like, 8 k's an hour or something, or a bit slower. This is why I want the hand throttle. So you can just control it, because accelerator, it's normally like a tractor. You're in gear and you just revs her up to keep the power going. So yeah, what's throttle control? Oh, nice, mate. Near you, Martin. You're in Wales, aren't you? Well, you can say that. You look at the other aspect, Milton. It takes at least the mechanic about an hour to an hour and a half to get to my tractor when it breaks down. So if you're charging him at $100, $200 an hour to come and do that job, to come and clear a code on the computer or change a hydraulic hose, I'll take it home and do it in my shed, thanks. Come on, get out. Yeah, there's the other side of it all is mechanic only works from 9 to 5. The tractor can be going all day, all night. It's like now, if this tractor break down and I need to get this spray out because it's toxic, fertilizer is actually quite corrosive in your boom equipment and everything, so it's got to come out and get flushed before the end of the day. So it's one of those jobs you rush to get done, and it breaks down, say you do a spray line or something like that. You ain't get the mechanic around to do the job, are you? Not at this hour of the day. Fix it yourself. Learn how it works. There's pretty much no other option. I got a feeling I measured that perfectly. Like 300 litres left. That's 1 hectare. I think we're fertilised out. So we'll go for a nap and then we'll go and grab some lime. I got some lime in the spreader, so I guess we can put that out first. I really forgot about doing the lime and the ploughing all before. What do we got to do? We got to do... Oh, thank you. Didn't see that one. Oh, that's right. The sprayer doesn't fit in the shed. I remember that now. It's a little high. The tractor fits in there, but the sprayer doesn't. Put it in the bigger machinery shed. That drawbar is annoying. Need to go back to 19 just for this. Yeah, everyone's just been bang back to FS17 thanks to Bullet Bill. Though, can't blame him. He does make amazing maps. So everyone's been on that, but it's now like, oh, we should come back to 19. Well, I've given you a reason to. Hey, Elite, how you going, mate? And skip the night. I think it's about 8 hours from where we are. Yeah, sounds good. Should have added a shed. Well, I got my timings wrong. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I wanted about 6, so we're 2 hours out. What do we got? So we can up our time scale. Look at that for an overcast morning. See, I've actually made the environment. I've modified the environment, the color grading and everything. So you watch the moon disappear. That overcast sunrise after a wet night. Oh, congrats Elite on the partnership as well. We can't go spreading lime today, but we'll go and cart a load. To me, or I got the indicated hazards on? Oh, it's the driving lights, huh? I'll leave that for you, Ali V. If you think their shed's good, you can place it. And I'll take you guys for a bit of a tour, and I'll show you this other farm I built. So I've actually, there is 2 yards to it. I've got the main yard, which is my yard in real life. But I've also made another yard, sort of not as such. It's basically a placeable yard. There's no markings on it or anything like that. And it's a nice clear area where you can build your own shed. So if you've got modded sheds, houses and stuff you want, you can set it all up whatever way you want. You can even, so as a contractor or whatever, you can do everything out of that little yard because it is purchasable separately. So you can do things like, yeah, buy that and just run all your machines out, or do all your forestry out of that yard because it's right down near the logging area. Whoop, 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 whoa. Steady. So we'll go down and have a look at that. We'll go that way through to the shops. It's quite a nice little tour. And come out the other way. And there's Martin's sign. We're so happy with that one. Really bad reception area. Ah, no. Is it me or is it you? I think my internet's holding up for a change at the moment. So in here's the logging area. So you can go down there, turn left at the green sign near that yellow one, and run over into here. This is where you do so you can, you know, plant some trees, wait for them to grow up. When they get bigger, chop them down. So renewable farming right there. Obviously you can purchase a field and plant lots of trees in it if you wanted to. Nothing's stopping you for having a go at that. That's sort of just like a renewable forest area. Obviously you can chop down the native trees if you feel comfortable to it. All the forests, like I've just made lots of forest areas and stuff, so all this can be chopped out. Like I said, or you purchase all these trees in this little clearing among the trees here, so you can use placeables, put a couple of sheds down. I've tried it out, so I know most areas work. It more collides with the trees and stuff. You know, with a terrain editor as well, you can smooth it all. A night, Ali V. Stream looking good there. Oh, sweet. Seems to be playing pretty good, so. I think I finally got my stream settings down pretty nice. Like the whole bitrate verse. versus resolution versus, you know, what my internet can handle. Because I've had issues where I did it, and because I'm always playing it in the background to get it where I am, watch what's happening, it's, yeah. And there's the spinnery, bale, sell point. Put it on the train, get rid of it. There's sell point for your one sort of grain. So there's got a bit of room to get around. A couple of them are, yeah, lots of forestry trees. Try and get the timber guys love that. Out. Hey. Ah, there it is. Well, that fills. It has been suggested to me, Milton, that so we can turn the spawn point around. Instead of having it facing this way, we turn around and face everything that way. So all your machines should point that way. I'll probably get away if I'll only turn around the first row, swap the positions around. Should be pretty good. Oh, and I've added a few more greenery, these pot plants in. It's all good, you can pick them up and take them with you if you feel like you need them. A sign, ATM fitted, because you always need to know where you are. No parking on this side. A few little details like that I've added in. The one and only ML grains. Pretty happy with how those clouds ended out. Took me about 4 goes with it. It was just I was like, it's not enough. Times it by 30. So that's about what I did. I think we got enough. Yeah. I'm thinking we should do that. It's a bit late now for the Giants one that's just been sent, but I'll edit it. So then if I'll write it, I should write a list down of things I should do, and that's one of them. So if it does fail, we can do that. And I got to learn how to make Bruce there jump, but I just haven't. So back out the road. Ah, thanks, mate. Yeah, I've tried to add in lots of like little details and stuff just to fill up the map and little objects and everything. Try and make it a bit nicer, not just so boring and repetitive. And obviously all the fields and tree lines and all that sort of stuff are all marked off basically where they are in real life. You can even follow like the PDA map, which is a Google Earth map. You see we're on the edge of the field. But obviously there are changes, like, you know, this road's not actually a highway, but no 4 metre seat. Hey, all right ahead, Martin. If you want to have a 4 metre one, go right ahead, but I'd just suggest you should have about 6 of them. Yeah, can do it for an update version. Yeah, I should write down. See, as you can see, yeah, we're driving down the road on the PDA. It's in the right location. So everything like that. Obviously, there's certain scaling by the time I've added trees and fences and everything out. The fields, locations may be a little bit off, but it's pretty close. Yeah. Whoa. Stop. Thank you. Ah, it goes that way. Nice. Keep forgetting. 18 all the way. Well, you've seen what 36 does. Oh, you can do some big gear. The big gear's available on the game for a reason, isn't it? It's certain fields, like those smaller ones were in around the house and stuff, that around the yards you can use some small equipment, start off smaller, and you can work your way up. And some of the bigger gear here, you can use some of the wider equipment, but there's no point having like big cheaty machines, you know, 100 metre harvesters and stuff. It's just a bit dramatic. It's built for like the game size equipment and the size that I use in real life. It's like pretty accurate to where that is. Look. How is that like germinated already? What's my settings at? Slow. And these guys are no good at the farms. Look at all the weeds they got. Weird. I'm gonna watch the lime though. That's how playing this song. Just me. Seedhawk is the best. Okay, I use the one or two, like the Great Plains one or the one below it, or my one I got from modded one, a case one. I haven't really used the Seedhawk, but I did get it out. I did get the flexi coil out just to make sure that it goes around the map and stuff, so you can use the big equipment, because yeah, pretty much it's gonna be a lot of people will want that. Where should we tip this? I think we should wait for a bit. I did get the idea of getting a conveyor belt. I think that'd be the smartest way, and you can convey it straight out of the truck, but you don't want the lime to get, because it can be corrosive, so you don't want it to get rusty or anything like that. Should have left that the planter out the yard. How's our crop destruction going to go? Oh well, we'll find out. The drills make the Johnny look mean. Oh, it's only a narrow one. Whoopsies. Gotta love the cab view, so we'll try and keep it going. See, when you're not even looking at the implement, you can work it out quite easy. Lime and water, it's washing it in, Milton. Just don't worry about what's in the truck. Add a little bit more, we're a bit close. In real life, it's normally about one of those two circles which hold your your auxiliary screen on. That's about where that normally sits in this cab. Where we go? There it is. Any strips? Oh, that's pretty good. Things you're going to get away with in game, eh? We get this lime out so that it's done. Help boost the yield up so we can actually make some money. Pretty much I've only started with my 100,000. We're down to 40, and all I bought was the spreader, the lime, the seed, the fertilizer, and I bought the mowers, the class mowers, because class being the class DLC, they're not a part of the base game, so they're not one of your starting equipment. But mowers aren't my thing. But yeah. See, some of your 4-8 metre stuff will be going pretty good in these sides fields. Like, don't get me wrong, you'll be spending some time working on it, but definitely like a 16 metre might be better. A 13 metre is pretty good size. Yeah, some of the bigger stuff, and all the land's quite affordable. It's not that expensive. See, I've sold and purchased lands in that 100,000 where I started with, so you can actually keep the sheds and keep this couple of small fields safe for grass and stuff. But then you can go and purchase some other land. It's quite affordable to help grow your farm, so you can get the bigger equipment and everything. I think we got weeds growing. Yeah. So we're going to do a fertilizer spray again, and we're going to get rid of these weeds. I can see the boom spray getting a workout. Really need a better one. Whoops, there we go. Helps if you can see. Oh yeah, so on YouTube, guys, make sure you do hit that like button. Supposedly smashing it's not very nice for it, so you got to be very gentle and click like. And if you're not subscribed, please do, because it does help with the people watching and liking it. Helps share it out, helps the YouTube algorithm to share it. Yeah, it's a plus. I think help you grow, so you're not to get the bigger equipment and get the bigger stuff. So you can actually, with terrain editing now and stuff, you can level off a field and do what you want and make the big sheds and do the big programs if you want to. I've sort of just set it up. Oh, it's Bill's Maps cheap land, yeah. You don't want to be spending all your money on land, because you can't, well, FS you can sell it, but 19 you can, but it's, I feel if you're working towards something, you don't want to be just like sitting there. I'd rather be working towards a new shiny tractor, not just doing 100 hours on it, like real life hours, to buy the bit of land to give you the cash to buy a bit more. So yeah, about ×5 time to ×15. So you can do this at ×15 with some of the bigger equipment, maybe, or with the hired helpers. It's probably a good play time. I've been playing, yeah, between ×5, ×10's perfect. So with a fine time scale, set that up, and you'll find you'll get over a couple of fields in a day. It'll take you, a few days to get over the whole program, but it's pretty accurate to real life spec. Because in real life, you don't start start at one end and finish it by lunchtime. And the fields are probably just a percent, like, I've halved the size of them for what they are, like I've scaled it down. But I reckon they just need a little bit more scaling down to be more accurate. Because the size of a machine and time spent doing it, especially it's a game, you don't want to be spending realistically like lots of real life and real time zone hours working on it. You want to be all scaled down, scaled faster, so you can sit here, seed it, plant it and harvest it in 2 days. Or if you want to do that, I feel that's where the game needs to be. So it needs to be like in-game days. So that's what I said, ×5 time, that's where most of us all play, or ×15 for those that like to get on with things. I feel those game days is what I've tried to scale it to that. So, you don't spend a whole in-game day or a real life day doing, planting everything. So it's sort of just more balanced. Grass seed. Oh yeah. But I was thinking of making a ryegrass grass seed sort of hay or a lucerne somewhere there, one of those feed ones. Thinking of making that for a texture, because I do have an idea to build a next map, like a literally an animal only map, and maybe a couple of center pivots just producing your grass feeds or stuff like that, or your lucerne to feed your animals. So irrigation blocks, so you can plant it at any time of year and stuff like that. And full-blown like animals map. And like just the fields are like a station, like an Australian outback station, where it's just scrub and trees. So the people that want to do forestry can do it, but a big scrub area where, and then like all the houses, BGA, and all that's in one spot, and then you can have like a little town or something. I might build where there's one, maybe two sell points in, and the servo or something. Build like a little outback one where, you know, the two houses, one servo and a sell point. Sort of like a bit of a drive through all the back scrub paddocks and stuff. I've thought of building a map like that, and so I was thinking of adding another crop type into it, learning how to do that and adding that in. And I'm thinking, yeah, a grass seed sort of thing, crop would do that very nicely, where you can cut it for hay, or, you know, harvest it and plant it again or something. It's like I was thinking, why don't we have like TMR? Yeah, FS19's free, guys. Get it. It's on Epic Game Store. So the PC guys, you can get it. For those guys that want to get it free, but I'd much prefer you use my affiliate links, so then I can get a percentage of the sale. But yeah, if you want it for free, get it from games. You can, even those guys that buy the DVD, if you buy it off like console guys, if you use my affiliate link, my Giants affiliate, you can get it, and they'll send it to you like through Amazon or something like that, and then I still get a percentage of the sale, which it's a win-win situation, I see it as. Yeah, it's an idea. It's an all stock map. I don't feel like sitting down for another year and building it, so that might be the 21, 22, or whenever it comes out, 2020 map. Yeah, so the next farming simulator one, I might build that there. I want to get into building some machines and stuff. Like, I want to build a proper Australian sprayer. I want to make that. It's like I was thinking, why don't we have TMR big bags? So you go down to the local stockist and you buy some cattle feed or pellet feed, don't you, for your cows? So which is TMR. Why don't we have that in the big bag, so you can duck down the shop, pick up some TMR for your cows? That is such a simple mod. I reckon I could do that, and I'll probably do it in a live stream. I'm thinking I might do something like that. Just, we'll get it, we'll edit up the texture, we'll edit up what it holds, we'll send it off. Why is that not available on Mod Hub? People have made placeables for more fill triggers, but I'm thinking in real life you'd go down and get your own TMR, wouldn't you? If you can't make it, because not everyone makes it. What's my rate going out? Oh no, we got 450. Okay. 450, 500. Thinking it's not very disappearing, so what are we going to do with all the other lime? Oh, we've got a few fields to do, I guess, so. Yeah, ideas, man. Sounds like a true Australian. Such an ideas man, but like, can't really work it out. There's a Chamberlain. Oh my god, yeah. Send me the link, Milton. I'm getting it. He'll be here tomorrow. Was it like a C6100, or is it like a Countryman or a Champion version? Hey IRT, how you going, mate? You made it this time. It's not bedtime. Almost mine. Yeah, we actually own quite a few Chamberlains. Chamberlains are made in Western Australia. Through the 50s, 60s. I think it was like late 60s they stopped, or early 70s there, when John Deere bought them out. So you'll find some of the later Chamberlains are actually John Deere models. Or the other way around, to be honest. Like the C6100 is near like your 4220s and stuff like that, or 42,000 models. So don't know if it's any good. That's alright, just send it to me. I'll make it good. I need something to work off. And that's it. I'll have to buy a build. You went on the map, mate? Awesome IRT. On your free FS19. There's a few changes that have been happened since that version, but nothing serious. It's all sent to Giants now, so the matter of waiting. So we could be saying it's sent it for the next 3 months, but it's up to Giants. We'll just try and get it all sorted. I know how to get in contact with a few people that should be able to help me with issues as they arise. So it's all a part of learning and seeing what as I mean, I don't want to try and tell people how to mod if like give a good tutorial out if I've got the wrong information because I've done something wrong. I want to be able to release it and get Giant's opinion on it. I don't want to give advice if I can't, give the right advice. So that's why you guys say I'm lacking content and stuff. It's literally because I've been building this map and I want to get it right, and then we'll work on from there. Another one bites the dust. Done. I think we'll do field 16 now. 28 and 15 need harvesting. And 28 doesn't even need lime. So we need to get on to harvest 15 when the rain stops. 28 when it's that's all good. Even the fertilizer is pretty good. So we'll get this 16 done, and we'll go back to 7 later on. Doesn't say the model number, it's 480. Yeah, okay. It's a strange Chamberlain. Must be a John Deere edit then. We gotta spray some weeds while we're at it. To be honest, guys, I feel like we need some more. The rate's not very high. I guess we can throw the grass one out at 1,000 per hectare. I think that's a bit much. Look at it go. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm saying that it's... Yeah, okay. The hectares aren't accurate, so yep. It's literally doubled, so maybe 750 is the rate we need. Yeah, I know, somewhere there. I guess we can always come back early. This is a field and a half for you, isn't it? That's good. Cruise control on. You can use the run line's actually set off this fence line for this field and the field to the left of our current position, or like east of it. Yeah, crop destruction's on. It does work. It's just the growth state is low. Early growth states, you actually don't get any destruction. It knocks it down and grows through it. So through the higher crop. So if I drove over the thicker crop there that's near harvest, yeah, well, crop destruction, yeah, bang, it'll smash it. It's on. Yeah, crop destruction's on. We're gonna get in. Auto width. Sweet. Oh, hold on. We didn't bring the lines up. Show the lines. Yeah, over here would be nice for my. Yeah, it should make sense because that's how it works. The game has one or two things right. Is it me, or you can't tell what's limed? Because grass, it doesn't matter whether it's limed, doesn't it? That's made no difference whatsoever. Well, that's a waste of lime. We've done the lap anyway. I think we'll just leave the weeds in the grass. The plan is to get it and get some sheep, isn't it? I think that's what I want. I can't remember. I wanted to cut and do some baling and stuff. Oh, thanks Martin for dropping in. And hanging around and chatting and everything. It's definitely my time to go as well. It's getting that hour of the day. Yeah, that's a struggle corner, that's for sure. Not the first time we've done that. This has been a very rainy day. We've got to wait till we get that crop to dry off. So my plan is I'm going to alternate. So tomorrow night, guys, I'll be on Twitch. I'm going to be on the full of mods and cheats and whatever you want, and we buy, you know, all the Flash class gear and stuff, and literally just put the map through its test. Where this one here, I'm trying to do it a bit more of a let's play, a slower, nicer effort. So, what time is it for me? 8:30 at night. Got a bit of, you know, my time now. Still haven't even had dinner. So yeah, we got, obviously when it dries out, we're going to go out to field 15. We'll finish liming that one. We've got some weeds obviously to go, and we do have another set of fertilisation to do. So we're going to get them on done. So we'll have to go and get some more liquid fertiliser and stuff. I guess we could get some chickens or something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do with this. I want to do some animals, but I was thinking because it's actually at the moment there's no seasons on it. We probably get away doing some heap of grass work and doing a heap for sheep. Fill the yard up. Thanks everyone for dropping in. Hopefully all have appreciated. I've appreciated you guys to be here. Please, yeah, if you haven't subscribed, do that. And everyone else, don't forget to like it. Liking it helps it get it out. Even afterwards to the stream and stuff, it helps share it. So it's much appreciated, no matter all the interest in talking and everything. It just helps gain the control over it all. Thanks everyone for watching. Catch you next time. Bye.